Hey everybody, we're live. Hey everybody, we're live. This is Eve from the author of Detox with Ease. I recovered from multiple chemical sensitivity 10 years ago. I want to do lives. Everyone's welcome to come in and ask questions, but I haven't got that audience yet, so I'm just going to talk a little bit and then I'll be done. But you're always welcome to come in. Eventually, one day I might have like a steady time that I show up. So I'm writing about this because in my building, I noticed about 2 weeks ago, they're spraying the stuff. And when I get in the elevator, my lungs are like, seizing up. And then also in the basement when we're going out. And so I used to have a very serious asthma, lung conditions, multiple chemical sensitivity. So in those days, that would have made me extremely sick. But now I know this is some really toxic stuff they are spraying in my elevator, and I really don't want to have to deal with that. I mean, you can feel when you breathe in a bunch of toxins, like it does not feel good. Your lungs are not happy. So, I try to go about it the nice way and just ask politely, hey, do you mind not using this in the elevator? I have asthma. It really hurts my lungs. And then they were still spraying it. So I ran into our building manager. Oh, hey, do you mind? I have asthma and that triggers my asthma, that whatever they're spraying in there. Okay, I'll tell her. So today I walk in and our cleaning lady's in there with the elevator with like that spray in one hand, another spray in the other hand. And then my building manager walks by. So I was like, hey, you said you were going to stop it. And she's just like, well, it's fine. Just leave her alone. What are you doing in there? You don't have to go in there. And I had said, no, I mean, 2 hours later, it's still hurting my lungs. So she was very rude to me. And she also accused me of harassing the cleaning lady who I always had a very friendly relationship with before until, I asked her to please stop doing that because it hurts my lungs. And it just reminded me of the whole MCS nightmare. I want to know like how you're doing with what they're spraying. This stuff's called Renown. I looked it up and they do also have fungicides. I think this was air freshener. But I've also back in the day when they were trying to spray some industrial air freshener in my place, I took the can, took a picture, Googled it, what's in it. And it's all stuff that says should be used in a well-ventilated area. Almost all air freshener says that. However, most of it's always used in an unventilated area. However, if you've ever tried to reason with people about why this isn't a good idea, you're going to get like straight out hostility. Like I had to actually write, I'm going to have to write a big letter to management and all these people stating what happened because she accused me of harassing the cleaning lady. I mean, that was just bizarre. And she was just yelling at me like I had slapped her in the face, So, the correct answer when you have a toxin, you ask somebody, that you're telling somebody it's hurting you and you need some help with it. The correct answer is, oh, okay, let me look into it. Let me see what's in this product, not just straight out treating you like you're some kind of crazy person. So I hadn't had that happen in so long, so I wanted to come on and tell about it. I'm going to make another video in 1 second because I wrote a letter and I cited the ADA, which is the Americans with Disabilities Act. So we, people with chemical sensitivity, or if you have a doctor's note that says you have asthma, we have rights to not get in our elevator and have to breathe that. So I'm going to do another video right after this, but I just wanted to come on and say, you know what? People are still, it's 2021. I can't believe people are still polluting their indoor air. I guess I haven't been around. I haven't been out so much because of COVID, so I haven't had to really walk into too many places that are just like straight up toxic. Like when you have chemical sensitivity, everything's toxic, but even not having it, I can tell there's some things that are extremely toxic. And this industrial air purifier is extremely toxic. And not only that, the reason that they're putting it is because they're generally, in my experience, they are covering up mold. Washington, D.C., now the buildings are sealed. There's no air coming in or out. And I can smell mold in my building, especially in the basement, the elevator. So basically, when there's a problem, people are just covering it up with that stuff, and you really just need to find out what is making something not smell good and deal with that problem. So the same thing was within my gym. It was always smelling freshener, and then one day I smelled mold. I was like, oh, that's why they're doing this, and that's why People spray Febreze on their dirty clothes. I mean, please, people, just wash your clothes. All right, I just wanted to say that. I want to say it's not okay for your children, for you, and for anyone with COPD, asthma, chemical sensitivity, sensitive lungs, or anyone, pregnant women, breastfeeding women. Nobody should be breathing it. And I did Google one of their products, and it's just a list of carcinogenic ingredients. Like, why we're still spraying that into our own air in 2021 is beyond me. So, and the fact that if you bring it up, like, people go crazy. I probably get sued by this company, but their stuff is disgusting. It's nasty, and it's even written right there. Like, who knows? All right, I'm going to talk about the American Disabilities Act right after this ending. Ciao.